welcome to the Retail Technology Show 2022.
So I absolutely loved looking at the Amazon stand. So Amazon are going to take their idea and their concept of cashless going into store and walking out with products to other retailers, which I thought was really innovative and not something that I would expect Amazon to do, seeing as obviously it kind of feels like a lot of the time they're trying to conquer the retail world, and now it seems like they want to share their technology. I suppose they do in some ways do that, but with others, and try and take that to the convenience market. It's interesting learning about how that technology works and where they're hoping to take that in the future.
A lot of these systems before had so many different layers. You have a separate MDM system in order to manage those devices. You've got all of these different, add-ons to potentially like an iPad that you might have an additional layer, like a separate device to do payments with. So a lot of these Android devices that are new are actually having all of these things kind of built in with like sort of separate security layers, and basically you've got one management system instead of multiple different layers, which makes it simpler to manage for everybody.
Kieran, what are your highlights from day one of the Retail Tech Show?
I think firstly it's really noticeable how busy it is and how vibrant it is still late in the day today. Caught up with lots of old colleagues, lots of companies that I've worked with over the years, and everybody seems to be really buoyant and enthusiastic about the future.
So I really liked the TinyTemper conversation, but I also really liked the conversation with Land's End. So the TinyTemper conversation was interesting because it talked about the metaverse and talked about NFTs and where that's going and how artists can use that to push their platform forward. So it was interesting in general, probably not something that I would expect retailers to be thinking about in the short term. Perhaps there's some futurologists in some retailers that are going to look at that and start thinking, right, we need to try and move forward with that. Whereas I think from the conversation with Land's End, they were really talking about things around creating their own grid, potentially to combat rising energy prices, to think about how they can become more sustainable and how they can move that forward in their business and make it their responsibility so that they can deliver the best product to their customers.
My highlight from the show has been getting to know a little bit more about the challenges that are facing retailers, the sort of disruption that's going to come from the cost of living crisis, and how long we expect that to last, what we're going to do about it, what those particular pinch points are in particular.